right, guys, I believe we are live. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Join me on the west side of the Big Island here, back where we started our last stream. I'm kind of now in kind of layout survey mode, so to speak. I guess very far outer bands are starting to impact the eastern side of the island, or at least will be soon. So that's where we're headed towards right now. I'm taking 11 all the way around the island. Right now we're on the west side. We're kind of near the airport where I landed, Kona. And then we're going to end up on the other side and make our way up towards the northeastern portion of the island. Excuse me, sorry. But great to see you guys tuning in. Thank you all for joining me today. This is day one of probably 3 consecutive streams here on the Big Island of Hawaii, excuse me. I've only ever been to Maui aside from this trip now, so Maui's kind of my go-to name to mention. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button on your way in. Share the stream with anybody that this would be relevant to. I'm going to be out here covering this entire event live, or as much as I can live. Disclaimer, first off, I brought just about everything I needed. This was kind of, scramble, get everything together, get out here sort of last minute. So my packing process was a little bit more rushed than I would have liked it to be. Point being, the internet service that we use typically has T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and Starlink all bonded together. I have all of the equipment for that except for the power cord for that router. I forgot it in one of my other vehicles. Actually, ironically enough, the same one that I drove myself to the airport in this morning. It totally slipped my mind to grab it. And unfortunately, it's not one that's universal. It's really specific to that unit, and it's not anything that stores keep in stock. It's something that I have to order online. So unfortunately, I'm kind of rolling old school with the stream. We're bonding just T-Mobile, like my standard T-Mobile cell service, and Starlink, which you actually see in your shot because we're driving a Jeep Wrangler with a roof that is not able to hold the magnet or the magnets on the Starlink mount down. So that's what we're rolling with. I'm going to do my absolute best to keep a live stream up as long as I can. However, if things start to get hairy tomorrow, I'm not really sure how much that Starlink mini is going to be able to see through, and I don't know where exactly we're going to end up in terms of cell service. So if I'm not able to document anything live, I will definitely make up for it in terms of video if I need to. But my plan is to be live as much as for as long as I can today, tomorrow, and Sunday as well. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Karen, Rain, Darian, Agent, DJ, Sheila, Joy, good to see you. Fruity, Mike, Stormwatcher, Teresa, what's up? Getty, how's it going? Lori, great to see you all. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. So right now, again, what I'm doing, I'm kind of just scouting where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time tomorrow. I've yet to decide exactly where I want to set up. Those decisions will be made as we can kind of continue to make our way around the island on this highway here. So, what's up, Ben? Welcome in. I'm doing all right. How are you? Tuning in from Tampa, Florida. Nice. Everybody, be sure to let us know where you're tuning in from. Are you in the Hawaiian Islands somewhere. Are you potentially going to be affected by this storm? I mean, if you are, I wish you the best in weathering it and hope you're taking the proper precautions and all that. But if you're not, I guess count yourselves lucky, because the rainfall impacts, especially with this storm, could be pretty bad, unfortunately, if they are realized to their full potential. So, Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Also, Calvin, thank you for the PayPal. That was sent in right before we went live. I appreciate that. Hey, Miss Kimberly. Buddy, welcome in. Good to see you guys. No, Jan, I already checked all possible sources. Nobody has it. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I made the mistake. I have to live with it. And all I can do is hope that the stream will hold when it needs to hold. Mike, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Got a bit of traffic here. Storm Chaser Noah, welcome to the OGs. Appreciate your support. Oh boy, we're in this is like a real serious backup here. Looks like we might be sitting here for a little bit. I'm interested to get a view off the east coast of the island here, because I've pretty much, since I landed like 5 hours ago, I've been on the western side of the island, so I've yet to actually make it over to where more of the action will be. Yeah, that's where we are right now, the Kailua side. I'm trying to get to the, I'm gonna just put an end to the questions, be like, how to, okay, that's what I thought, Hilo. We want to get to the Hilo side, so the eastern side. Technically Hilo's like northeast, so we'll be south of there for landfall, assuming that we get landfall. Models have been trending slightly north, showing a possible landfall at either strong tropical storm or weak Category 1 hurricane status on the southeastern portion of the island, on the coast down there. So there was actually a resort I was looking at. I'm kind of mad at myself for not booking it. I kind of had the gut feeling that I should have, and I definitely should have, but they're not available for bookings anymore. So I'm unable to actually stay down there, but we may still head down that direction. Mom, thank you for the super chat. I'll be using chat to my mom for the support. Oh, what the heck? I didn't realize that I only set that goal for 30 minutes. That was supposed to be 3 hours. I'll do another one once that one runs out. Hang on. That is my fault. No worries, Fruity. It's okay. Burma, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate your support. No worries, Aaron. I appreciate you being here. I did, Jen. I normally set those for 3 hours, the 20 counts. I'll set a new one for 15 super chats and put it at the correct time once this one runs out. Marcy, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate that support. Petunia, thank you so much for your super chat. Appreciate that support as well. Apparently this car forgot how to upshift, but it finally did it. Welcome in, Thunderstorm. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Yes, we are going this way. Oh, there she is. There's the Pacific. The Central Pacific, that is. So we're looking west. We need to get on the eastern side of the island. Whoa! Hang on, sorry. In a poor service zone here. I can't actually load chat. This is going to be a semi-frequent problem, unfortunately. There we go. Sheila, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Holy crap. W's in chat for Sheila, everybody. Wow. Yes. Thank you for reminding me about that, too, DJ. Sorry. The whole, you know, my internet source is getting messed up, everything. That has kind of screwed up my whole kind of mental state, I guess. Not mental state, but just like kind of the flow that I was going into this trip with. You know, I thought I had everything, you know, all my bases covered. But, you know, I was also, you know, trying to remind myself, like, I've explored every option that I have. There's literally nothing I can do about it now, so I may as well, you know, just try to make the most out of what we have while we're here. So, anyways, forget I said about all that. You can watch me live on Weatherwise, a free Weatherwise app, which you can download in my description for iOS or Android, or you can go to weatherwise.app on your web browser to download it, again, completely for free. You can watch me in the app for free, along with live real-time location. You can overlay radar, satellite, model data if you'd like, a whole bunch of different stuff. So, big thank you to Weatherwise for sponsoring this coverage of this event. And I hope that you guys will check out my coverage on their app as well. Okay, now let me set this up correctly here. There we go. Now it's set for the correct amount of time. Have I scoped out accommodation? What do you mean by accommodation? Jen, thank you for the additional super chat. I appreciate that. I would have set it at 13 if I could, but it makes me pick it in increments of 5. So if we get 13 out of 15 on this, then I will, we can count that as goal met. Did I ship the 4Runner out for this? No. I'm actually in the 4Runner's competitor, unfortunately. I'm in a Jeep Wrangler. I don't really like that, but this was my best option in terms of ground clearance and 4-wheel drive and everything. Hopefully the winds don't get too strong tomorrow because, I feel like we could get rolled in this thing. But, we'll just have to see. Lala, thank you so much for the super chat. I guess, ironically enough, this tropical storm is named after, well, not after you, but you two share a name. So, thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, Timothy. Bear with me, guys. I have no service. Literally, like none. It says SOS on my phone. Stay SOS on my phone. K-Dub, aloha to you as well, and thank you for the super chat again. I appreciate it. For continuing to smash that like button as well. We're going to shoot for at least 1,000 likes on today's stream, if we can. When is expected landfall? We're looking at mid-afternoon tomorrow, probably 2-3 o'clock Hawaii time tomorrow afternoon. And by early Sunday morning, a lot of the precip should be mainly past the island. Leslie, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And Melina, thank you for the super chat as well. I'm sorry guys, I'm not really able to keep up with chat much. I don't have a lot of cell coverage here, unfortunately. It's just rough. It is rough. The stream should be fine. Starlink's carrying us pretty good, but unfortunately, it seems like I'm limited. I didn't realize I was limited, but I guess I'm limited on devices as far as what I can, I guess, attach to the Starlink. So I'm not really able to put my own phone on it. We've got to prioritize the stream phone, which is fine. Which means I'm not always able to interact with y'all. So I was interested to see kind of the layout of this highway on the western side, but I really don't think we're going to be spending much time over here. I think it'll be kind of from the southern end to the eastern portion up to the northern end, possibly. I doubt we end up west much, at least until it's time to head home, because then I have to get back to the west side of the island. But see you later, William. Welcome in from Oklahoma. Some sort of construction, Petunia, it looked like, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Hey, welcome in, Kim. Taylor, what's up? Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. Great to see a few more people joining in. Welcome to the stream. You joined me kind of on the... Where are we at? I think we're on like the southwest side now. Nope. Well, nah, we're pretty much... We're right on the western side of the big island of the Hawaiian Islands right now. Making my way to the southern edge and then eventually the eastern side, where we have Tropical Storm Lala approaching at, I believe the last speed that I saw was 10 miles per hour, but it may have sped up slightly. Movement west-northwest at 14 miles per hour, yeah, so it sped up a little bit. That speed is probably what we want, just for the sake of hopefully a little bit less rainfall that this island has to endure. It's already not looking too great in terms of total rainfall amounts. Flooding's likely going to be a pretty big problem tomorrow, or at least it has the potential to be. So, you know, if this storm can kind of make its way through quicker, that would definitely be of some use. Again, the latest track from the National Hurricane Center does have this thing becoming a hurricane prior to landfall, and they do have it landfalling right on the southern tip of the island. So as we kind of make our way down there, we'll see if it's possible for us to find a spot kind of near the beach or something. You know, if that forecast track holds true, obviously it can change. It's been changing, so there's no telling for sure whether or not that's actually the path it's going to take. But you know, we're getting closer to our time of action here, so their forecasts are becoming more accurate with time, or precise. So stay safe, and thank you for covering the storm. Currently on the plane back to California. Thank you for braving the storm. Praying for our here. Hope it's not too bad. I'm hoping that it's not too bad as well, and thank you for your support. I'm happy to be out here covering it as best I can. Hey, what's up, Dave? Yeah, we keep in pretty regular touch. I'm not the best about answering phone calls. He'll be the first to tell you that, but yeah, I mean, he was texting me just a couple hours ago, and we do plan to potentially link up for a day or two in Arizona towards the end of the month here for some old school monsoon chases. So yeah, we definitely keep in touch. There's no bad blood there or anything like that. Welcome in, Stella. Oh, no worries, no worries. Hope it helps. How did I get my car over there? I didn't. I'm in a rental. I am in a rental. We are in a Jeep Wrangler. Hey, what's up, Sheila? Welcome in. Got some overhanging trees, guys. We might cut out for a little bit, but I'll be back as soon as I can if we do cut out. Hopefully not, though. Oh, okay. Seem to be fine, I guess. I did bring a one of those like waterproof like suit things that I used to have a couple years back. If we get any like decent, eyewall winds or anything like that, I might try and step outside and sample them. I didn't bring goggles. That's actually another thing I forgot. Forgot to grab those. But I mean, I do have my sunglasses, so I can kind of use those. These, I purposely got ones that like wrap around my eyes pretty well. So we got precip. Good these wipers are or aren't. Pretty quick here. We're gonna find that out. Hey, welcome into the stream, April. Oh, it's very green here, yeah. No doubt about that. I've lost chat again. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep, see, I'm missing super chats. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been able to see. Thank you so much, SF, for the super chat, and Thomas. Appreciate your super chat as well. Thank you both so much for the support. I really appreciate that. Carla, whoa, sorry, that notification just popped up. Thank you so much for the $50 PayPal, Carla. Should have a safe chase. Thank you, I will. I'll do my best anyway. Really appreciate that support, Carla. Thank you so much. Get that updated for you there. Really appreciate the support. Green Sands Beach may be an interesting spot to watch the storm coming in. Green Sands Beach, okay. Where is that, like near a town? I don't even know if town is the right word, but is that near civilization, or are we gonna be like out in the middle of nowhere? What vehicle today? No, I definitely did not drive. We are in a rental car, Jeep Wrangler. I believe it's a 2025. So we're slightly lifted, 4-wheel drive. They've got all-terrain tires on this thing, which is really nice. We got actually the same exact tires we run on the 4Runner, the BF Goodrich KO3 tire. So I already know this tire really well. I wouldn't say I know this vehicle particularly well, but you know, how different could it really be? I know the 4Runners are just better, but you know. Coming up to Green Sands Beach, we're almost there. Ah, okay. Road may flood. Uh-oh. And we're at 1,000 feet elevation. We're up there. We are up there. April, we are on the Big Island. They are the ones expected to definitely take the strongest of the impacts from this storm. So this is where we will be until Monday late morning, assuming that my flight can get out of here. Gotcha. Thank you for the insight on where Green Sands Beach is. If we're coming up on it, we're still on the wrong side of the island, so we need to get at least on the southern end, if not on the eastern side. We're too far west at the moment. I mean, eventually this area will be feeling the impacts as well. Probably more so in terms of rain rather than wind, kind of in these sheltered areas. But again, that's really the biggest threat with this whole thing is the excessive rainfall. So that's not to minimize that threat at all. It still definitely has the potential to be a big problem. Thank you guys for 300 likes already. Really appreciate that. Continue smashing that like button, share the stream, subscribe if you're new, especially if you want to see the real action tomorrow. Give yourself an easy way to find me again. You can also follow me on Facebook. I'm going to try to post updates there when I can, but I'm definitely more consistent here on YouTube in terms of streaming and getting live updates out that way. You can also watch me live for free in the WeatherWise app, along with looking at my live location to see where I am on the map, so you can cross-reference that with what you're actually seeing. So you can download that app if you don't have it already using the links in my description. And again, it is completely free to watch me and several other great chasers live in the app as well, although I think I'm the only one of the WeatherWise team that's out here for this particular event. Minute drive from South Point. Yep, that makes sense. The place I have in my GPS is 54 minutes away, so that makes sense. This is my first time coming to this particular island. Like I said, I've been to Maui before several times. That's the only island I've been to. So I'm kind of just exploring, but also just trying to familiarize myself with the area, the terrain. I'm just trying to mark, especially with a big potential flooding event coming up. I'm like, okay, what areas could I potentially not be able to get back through? I did purchase some food and water, worst case scenario if we did get stuck somewhere for a couple days. I do have enough to where, you know, I could sit for honestly several days if I absolutely had to. So I'm not really worried about that, but still about 30 miles from South Point Road. Copy that. Sorry folks, we got these overhanging trees. That's gonna be a problem, unfortunately. Not really one I can easily prevent either. Yes, Pete, the Big Island is big. That is true. Bigger than all the other islands, that's for sure, but that's why they call it the Big Island. I mean, it seemed like Maui took a while to kind of drive around, so I guess I can't really be surprised that this one feels like it's taken a while too. I mean, it makes sense. Trying to get chat back up. I haven't had chat for probably 3 minutes, if you can tell by the fact that I went quiet. I'm not ignoring you guys, I just can't see you. We're just in an area. Jordan told me on the phone there's just no service over here. So, just gotta wait till we get on the better side of the island, I guess. Assuming that it can get better at all. We're not too far away from starting to curve back to the east, probably another 15 miles or so, I'd say, probably. I gotta say, when we took this road, I figured it would be a lot closer down to the shore. I don't really know why I thought that, but that's what I was expecting. So to be, I don't know if it's really 1,000 feet up, but I know we were at one point, but even to be close to that, it's kind of crazy, just because I was not expecting to be nearly that high up. Really at any point, because I was planning on staying close to the coast, but and you know, we'll get back down to the coast, no problem. But it's just interesting because, you know, you can only gain so much information from looking at a map, which I mean, I spent a decent amount of time looking at the maps before I came out here, but I guess not too much on the topographical side of things. Which is why I wanted to come out here and drive it before things get hairy tomorrow. Yeah, I've had SOS, not even SOS, just no service at all this entire time. So yeah, not many road choices. Okay, there it goes. For a second, I got you guys back for a second. I don't know how long it's gonna hold for, but okay, Jason, I appreciate that. I am not able to, if you're talking about something was sent in directly, if it was a super chat, thank you. Directly, thank you. I appreciate it either way. Again, I'm not able to load anything on my personal phone right now, unfortunately. My apologies about that, but thank you for your support, whatever method it was sent through. Able to even really look at any current data at the moment, but what I can tell you is the latest National Hurricane Center update as of, I think it was confused, are you like police or like it was at tropical storm status, 63 mile per hour sustained winds. I didn't see what they had it gusting at. I assume somewhere in the 80s. Moving west-northwest at about 14 miles per hour. The latest batch of model runs, which I was looking at on my flight, which was the 12Z kind of compilation of everything. That was the HWRF, the HMON, and the HAFS A and B on tropical tidbits. 3 out of those 4 showed a landfalling, 2 out of the 4 showed a landfalling tropical storm. 1 of them showed a landfalling hurricane, and 1 of them showed a slight miss to the south. So we'll just, I'd say the odds are kind of increasingly in our favor that we get a landfall. But, there is still the possibility that we don't. However, the National Hurricane Center track every update that they posted. The last update we had was at 2 o'clock, I think, Hawaii time. At least that's the last update I've been able to load on anything. They keep nudging it further north, so as it's getting closer, I think that's a sign that we might be about to have that happen tomorrow. We'll just have to see, though. Either way, though, excessive rainfall is going to be a big problem. The HRRR, I don't know if they... I know the HRRR doesn't really initiate anything in terms of, model runs down for this part of the world. The Rufus, I don't know how much stock you want to put into that model. The RRFS does have a section that covers Hawaii, apparently, and they were showing rainfall totals up in the higher elevations, kind of up to our north, in excess of 20 inches. Now that does seem kind of bullish a little bit to me, but then again, the National Hurricane Center does have a small little area kind of on the upslope side of the higher terrain here, of potential up to 25 inches of rain is what they're saying. So if that ends up being the case, you're talking about potentially catastrophic levels of rainfall in such a short amount of time too. We're not talking about over a week, we're talking about over 2 days. That definitely could cause big problems. As far as what this storm is expected to do beyond passing Hawaii, pretty much everything that I'm seeing is actually showing it intensifying after it gets away from the islands. We're actually catching it relatively early in its life cycle. Multiple model runs I've seen have shown this thing getting up to category 3, just kind of out in the Pacific, before eventually getting caught up in the whole pattern of everything and slingshot it back to the east where it eventually dies off. It was interesting, the 12Z Euro actually tried to show a dying tropical system making its way into Central California. I don't know if it would technically still be, I think it would be a post-tropical system at that point, but still, it tried to do something. Now that's a one-off, but there's been talk of California potentially getting some action again this year. They were hit by Tropical Storm Hillary back in 2023. Me and my former chase partner were on that one. That was definitely interesting, but that was actually my first tropical experience in terms of covering anything tropical, was in California. First tornado I ever saw was in Arizona. Like a lot of my first milestones with chasing didn't really happen, like the typical way, I guess you could say. But anyway, as far as this storm goes, wind damage is definitely a factor. Storm surge up to 3 feet is being outlined for the Big Island, with 1 to 2 feet being outlined for all the others. And then again, the estimated winds are mainly going to be tropical storm strength, with maybe a small area of hurricane force winds, if this thing even does get up to hurricane level strength. So if you guys are saying things in the chat, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. My personal phone, not the stream phone, but my personal phone has had no service, no bars of any kind for the last 10 minutes. So, yeah, not really ideal. If we're trying to run a stream, unfortunately. Actually unable to connect to the Starlink, which the stream phone is using, because it's got like a device limit on it apparently now, where there's more than 2 devices connected to it at once, it boots another one off. So I have to keep our stream phone on it, and then the phone that's running the WeatherWise location on it. So it kind of leaves my phone high and dry. Hope you guys are enjoying the drive. This is really quite a beautiful drive. I'm glad I'm getting to do this, even if, you know, unfortunately it's for not great reasons why I'm here, but regardless, I do appreciate you guys tuning in and joining me for the drive, even if it's from a distance, so to speak. Definitely looking darker. That's to our south. We're looking. I wish I could load radar right now. Oh, I got you guys back for like a second. Highway always gets shut down by, what's about 58, sorry, 58 mile marker on Highway 11. Heavy rain events cause major flooding in that area. Get shut down by floods about 58 mile marker. Highway 11. Okay, thank you for that information. I really appreciate that. That is actually super helpful to know, so thank you. Yeah, I can see you guys for now. For now I can, I think. Yeah, I guess that's true. Hawaii does get dark kind of early, don't they? Getting closer to the equator and all. Again, if you guys are enjoying the stream, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. What's up, Diane? I might not make it past you. I'd be surprised if I didn't make it this early. Okay, I'm checking for any missed donations. I'm not seeing anything. Decided where you want to camp up for this. Roads may close later. I'm gonna decide that once I can actually get over here. I mean, at this point, it's either I go stay in Hilo or I car camp it down here. And I don't really know which one I want to do yet. Probably go to Hilo, but then my fear is that I get stuck up there and I can't get back down here. Now, on the flip side, I don't really want to get washed away in major flooding either. I'd like to cover it, but safely. So just gotta kind of find a happy medium here. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. Say javelina, but I don't know if it's actually a javelina. Normally I'm really good about that when I'd go to Maui, but again, when I'd go to Maui, it was for a vacation. I'm not really very vacation minded right now because of why we're here. Jason, okay, maybe that was the PayPal. Jason, thank you so much for the $50 PayPal. I really, really appreciate that support. Nobody's in the chat for Jason. Thank you for helping make this stream happen. Really appreciate that, my friend. Put on screen for you. There we go. So we got a little bit of precip, kind of out ahead of the main areas. try to get down there. I'm not, familiar with whether or not I'm allowed to go down there. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm unfortunately losing service again, so I'm unable to see you guys once more. Gas is horrible. Any way I can help. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Gas is quite expensive, and that will help. I'm gonna come up to a park I can car camp at. Interesting, okay. Thing is, I kind of wanted to go get some dinner. I mean, I guess I could just have snacks and just ride it out, for the next couple days, but kind of wanted to try to get an actual meal, because I'm not really betting on the fact that I'll be able to have one tomorrow, so I wanted to have one tonight. Back to SOS. Service back. Oh, that's not my stream, that's Brady's stream. Oh, they're playing Uno. Nice. Yikes. Gotcha. No bears, no snakes in Hawaii. Well, that's good. I already hit a grocery store. I mean, I went to one earlier, and got stocked up on water and snacks, protein bars, that sort of thing. But as far as like sitting down and having a meal, but I appreciate recommendations. Civil defense alert just went on here on TV. 7-Eleven just passed Volcano National Park. Ah, okay, I see. Stop. Amazing. We're gonna get a snack in Ocean View. Barbecue. Awesome. Thank you guys for the recommendations. I really appreciate it. I'll be getting food probably after this stream. Well, I'll have to, look and see how late things are open. I may have to. Well, we'll just have to see. I mean, if the storm isn't here yet and we completely lose light, I don't really know how much of a point there is to continue streaming. If anything, I'd rather just kind of get up and start streaming as soon as the sun rises tomorrow. But we are 7 miles from South Point Road. And then I'm going to see about heading down towards the beach. Yeah, wow, I'm in Hawaii. You definitely didn't see me on my other stream. I am in Hawaii. What's up, bro? Hawaii, the land of no cell service. Does anyone know if you can cash lottery tickets? Is the Powerball and Mega Millions lotteries, is that a thing in Hawaii too? I would assume so, but because I have a couple tickets that I need to cash, which would be nice to pay for food or half a tank of gas or something, that I meant to do before I left, but I ran out of time. But I didn't know if that was a thing here. Can I come join you? Always wanted to go there. After the cell service fiasco, I don't think you'll want to. Wow, look at the freaking lava. I don't know if you call these lava fields. Lava rock fields. This is insane. This on Maui, that's for sure. At least not that I'm aware of. Nowhere I've been on Maui. Looks like this. Ancient lava flows. Nope, not lottery, not legal here. Okay. So am I illegally carrying 2 lottery tickets with me right now? Obviously not on purpose, but no lottery in Hawaii or gambling. Coming up on the lookout. Oh, yeah, I just passed that lookout. Did I win? I have 2 small winners, yeah. But it's okay. I'll just cash them when I get back home. Yeah, I mean, if I can afford to do so, Amanda, if I can afford to do so, Hawaii would be cool. Like we were thinking of Hawaii or maybe Mexico. She used to vacation a lot at the resorts in Mexico. I've never been. I've been through Mexico one time, and it was on the way to Guatemala when we adopted my younger brother, like 18 years ago now. Yeah, Sherry, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. I just don't think this far out. Honestly, could have a little nighttime action, potentially. Karen, thank you so much for the $50 Cash App. Really appreciate that support, Karen. W's in chat for Karen, everybody. Thank you so much for helping this stream exist. Would not be able to be here without you guys, straight up. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Get some W's rolling in the chat. That got us over halfway to our chase expense goal already. Thank you guys. Yeah, I heard about the earthquake in Indonesia. That is not good to hear about. Seems like there's been a lot of big earthquakes happening lately. The biggest concern with this storm is not the winds, it's the rainfall. That's the part that really could be destructive, but I think you could definitely have winds stronger than 45, at least towards the eye wall. You could be 70, 75 sustained, even gusting close to 100. So I wouldn't call that a nothing burger. Just missed my road. Let me turn around. Has great coffee and food truck. Okay. Good to know. Appreciate it. Italian street food. Sounds good, Crystal. I'll try to remember to check that soon. Sorry, you passed it way back. She's open. Oh, okay. I see. Honestly, I think I'm going to end up staying in Hilo tonight. So, if there is places that are open, late enough there, I probably would end up getting dinner down there.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
I guess up there rather than down there. Yeah, this road very well may end up being of good use to us if we can get to it. If the storm landfalls, it's likely to landfall close to the coast down here near the south point of the island. So this road may be our road to kind of get as close as we can to the stronger portion, at least of the winds. I apologize. I got no service
for this location,
so I cannot see chat if you guys are telling me anything about potentially going the wrong way or what have you. I am unaware, unfortunately. Looks like an area that might flood. I don't really have anything to back that up. It just seems that way. Kate, thank you so much for upgrading your membership level to official sponsor. I will get your name added to that list as soon as I can. Probably won't be until tonight, but I will add that ASAP. Yeah, even if I had a chainsaw, which I still need to kind of add that to my arsenal, even if I had one, I wouldn't have one here with me. I'm kind of at a disadvantage there. I would kind of have to rely on local crews or just locals to head out for that. roads will definitely be impassable tomorrow. Yes, I agree. I will work with what I can tomorrow. Yeah, we got PDS Rainbow on our left. Pull to go down that road in a while. Been caught out in storms here before. Currently sheltering in place at home. South Kona, you guys are crazy. Have a blast. Yep, I will. I'm rolling solo out here, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not going to be too aggressive with it. Like I said, I just wanted to come out here and get sort of the lay of the land today before things kind of get bad tomorrow. Good night, Amanda. Appreciate you tuning in. If you guys are enjoying the stream, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, especially so you don't miss tomorrow's stream, which will be as tropical storm or potentially hurricane Lala by tomorrow makes her approach or near pass.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
Question mark. Okay. Did I bring a fishing pole? No, I didn't. I'm not really much of a fisher. I've never fisherman. There we go. I was like that word doesn't sound right. I've never been much of a fisherman.
Hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
I've gone fishing maybe a few times in my life. I'm pretty city. I'll admit that. I'm definitely a city kid. Sounds good, Sue. You just on Kansas Road Network. When was I dissing on Kansas Road Network? Kansas Road Network is beautiful. guys can see that very well, but we got full rainbow right there. See anybody coming. I don't see anybody. There's water. We finally made it to an actual beach, well, at least close to one. Janet, thank you so much for sending that gift in. South Point is always windy. Yeah, that makes sense. It'll only be exaggerated by what's to come. Can't believe I have any bars of anything. Oh, no beach. South Point Shore is a cliff. Ah, okay. Well, we're getting down to like the water's edge is what I mean. But yeah, I guess I see what you guys mean. Okay, am I gonna make a right on Calais Road? Those of you that know where I'm at. Oh wait, never mind. I don't have enough service to read your answers. Oh wait, maybe I do. Possibly. Maybe. I am on the Big Island, Daniel. Yes, okay. Gotcha. See, if it weren't for the fact that I feel like I'd get trapped down here, you know, I don't think like flooding is going to be a particularly huge concern down here. I feel like, you know, we just get some really strong winds and, you know, that'd kind of be not it, but, you know, we could really kind of observe the conditions quite well from out here and just kind of sit. But, you know, I know that there's a good chance that I would get stuck out here, you know, washed out roads and whatnot for probably some time, or more so than just a day, I would think. So.
hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
This road ends, and it's a quarter-mile walk to the lighthouse. That's the south point. Okay. Is that where I was? I don't know if I can really walk you guys very far away from the car, unfortunately. Not too sure if I can do that. If you didn't turn right at Kylie Road, it takes you to the boat launch closer to the ocean. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me pull up my maps real quick. Hold on. Check out the water. Yeah, I want to go down there. The problem is I'm not really going to be able to take you guys with me, I don't think. I can try that. You guys said I can walk down there? That's something we can do? Oh, I see the lighthouse. I see the lighthouse. Right out in front of the car is the cliff. Yeah, I can see where the waves are a lot bigger though. Kind of down towards the lighthouse. Like, I want to take you guys down there. I just don't think I'm going to be able to stream. Boat launch would be better. Okay, all right. I will try out the boat launch. Yeah, there was just sign. I can always come back down here too. We're not very far from that boat launch. So that's only like an additional mile, so I can always come right back. Sand Beach this way. Somebody told me Green Sand Beach is like way.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this
behind me, I
location.
guess. Turn right when you get to the intersection. Gotcha. Walk down to where this water is. That's no problem. or where the water comes up to. My issue is I'm not able to take you guys with me because I'll lose connection from the Starlink, and that's pretty much the only thing allowing us to stream right now. So what's up, Walt? I am here because Tropical Storm Lala is on its way towards potentially making landfall.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
Hang on, give me 2 seconds here. I'm assuming the boat dock is down that way, probably. Huh? I'm out here actually covering the tropical storm that's coming, so I was just looking for a spot to try to get a closer view of the water, but I just don't know where I can and can't drive up to.
We're gonna go down to the Green Sand Beach.
Okay.
You can follow us if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I might.
How far are you gonna go?
I mean, I'm headed up to Hilo later, but I'm just kind of passing
We're gonna
through.
go all the way to the Green Sand Beach.
Okay.
And it's like a full dry road.
Okay.
You're welcome to follow us.
Okay. Cool. I appreciate it. Huh?
Southernest point is over there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And I've lost connection again. So whatever you guys are saying, I cannot see you. This is the problem. I literally can't leave the car with you guys because we're never gonna be able to actually stream. Beyond this point. Okay, back where we were, I think I might be able to stay close enough to the car to maintain connection. So yeah, I will go back to where Rob was saying, just peek over the cliff, and I will take the chance. Oh, that was actually a good view right there. Shoot. I cannot do that right now, Graham Cracker. What do you mean? What do you mean? We actually got a little thunderstorm brewing right here. So right where we were just sitting, that'll be a good view. And if we can just walk out up to the edge of the cliff there, that's my best chance at actually being able to show you guys the water all the way up to the water. The constraints of technology make it very frustrating to try to actually explore fully. It's quite annoying, I know.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
But I'm glad I at least know where all this is. I don't know if I'll be able to come back down tomorrow. Based on what everybody's telling me, probably not. So I guess this was kind of redundant, but park right up where I sat a moment ago and walk out towards the edge. I think I should still be in range at that point. Or I could just say screw it and go record some video for you guys and then show you that way. Go out to the lighthouse, because I kind of want to go out. I do want to go out to that lighthouse. That'd be pretty cool, honestly.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
Let's give this a try. See if you guys can still see or hear anything if I go out this way. Yeah. Guess I could come further down here too. Can't see. Alright, I still have you guys for now. But I can tell you that they're definitely going to get worse with time. I can about guarantee that. I'm gonna try walking over there, because it seems like even if I do lose the car, it kind of wants to still hold on to the stream somehow. I don't really understand how.
A flash flood watch has been issued for this location.
God, this car sounds terrible on idle, dude. Yeah, big time waves over there. I'm gonna go back over that way.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location. Start to get out here and you guys can't see anything, I'll just bail. guess I was wrong. There's thunder. That's crazy. I thought that was thunder. That might have actually just been this. Well, okay. Now that I know we actually have service down here somehow, I'm gonna go back and like actually properly. I mean, it's locked, but I don't want to leave it running. And we'll try and walk over to the lighthouse, get a better view of the really big waves down there for you guys.
Issued for this location.
I set the alarm on this time. Thank you for your guys' patience with me too. I do greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I've never been here before, so. Wow, those are some big waves up there. I don't know how large they normally are, but surface winds tell me this should be going that way, but yep, this area is going to be a lot less calm in 24 hours, or slightly less than that, actually. Those waves out there are huge, dude. Well,
warning has been issued for
back.
this
I'm
location.
probably going to head back towards 11, keep going east and then north. I mean, I'm not out of daylight yet, but I know I will be running out at some point, so. Ugh, hairline reveal, good lord. But I guess storm surge really isn't going to be an issue then, at least for right here. Even if they get 3 feet, that ain't going to make much of a difference. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head towards Hilo. Gotta make my way that direction. There's one other like beach area that I wanted to check out. It was actually the resort that I was originally gonna try to stay at when I came out here. I just ran out of time. I didn't book it quick enough. All right, and we continue. At least I showed you guys something today. At least I showed you something. No, I don't want to open the Walmart app. Do that.
know, Sherry, every time that I've been to Maui, I feel like that was always like the plan to go there, and then we never end up going. Like, I mean, I've been to Maui 4 times now. I've never seen the black sands. I don't know why, but I just never got around to it, I guess. Yes, that was the. I've been like, I don't want to butcher the names, so like sometimes I just automatically just not say them just for fear of sounding stupid. But that was the resort that I wanted to stay at, and I could have. I just would have had to book it yesterday, and I was afraid to commit to that too early. But, you know, in hindsight, I probably should have. But then again, maybe I shouldn't have, because if I'm going to get stuck somewhere, I'd rather be in a bigger area, I guess, rather than down there a little bit more isolated. I don't know, maybe that's the wrong way to think about it, but that's just the way I kind of went into it thinking. Okay, I'm back. I'm really sorry about that. I forget that happened. I forgot about the reset. My bad, guys. I'm really sorry. Thank you for those of you that hung out and waited. I appreciate you.
Location.
What's up? And yes, I'm working this storm solo. There's a couple people out here that I know that are also here, so I guess in that sense I'm not alone. But as far as for West Coast storm chasers, I mean it's always just me. I know it's West Coast Storm Chasers, but it really is just West Coast Storm Chaser. I just thought Chasers had more of a ring to it. I don't know. Nice, that's cool, Mike. other spot I wanted to check out with you guys, and then we might sign off for the night, or we might not. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
We got precip to our north, though. That's for sure. I haven't looked at radar in a bit. Stop opening. Every time I tried to even open radar, it would just be like, nope, you're getting navigation now. I'm like, no, I don't need navigation. Whoa. Look at that base on that little guy over there. Heading off to my northeast. Yeah, I guess we're going that way, so we'll see. A little interesting thunderstorm base off to our northeast. Unless I'm just seeing things. No, that's definitely a little thunderstorm base. Almost looks like it almost is built like a mini suit. But I'm not gonna assume that far yet. But I mean, technically this was like the first stop that I wanted to get to. I still had more that I wanted to check out, but I can tell I am running out of daylight here, so I'm just gonna get moving. Hopefully we can check out that other area before dark, and then I'll head up and hopefully get a few hours of shut-eye. I don't know how long, but some dinner, shower, some sleep. I was hoping to just have a little bit, like just a little bit of time, like actually out on a beach, but I don't think so. But like I said, that's not why I came here, so it's fine. David, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. Really appreciate that support. W's in chat to David. I'm sure you guys are already doing that, but thank you. I really appreciate that. It's good to see you, by the way. Rufus did kind of show that, the RRFS. It did kind of show little cells popping up around this evening time. I think it said like 3Z or something like that. I think it's 3Z now, right? Isn't it? Every app that I touch, it's like, nah, you need to know exactly. Oh my god, dude, I can't do anything. I literally literally can't do anything without it opening up maps. Nothing at all.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
Okay. Anyways. I don't know why the hurricane warning keeps getting reactivated. It never stopped. Hurricane warning never stopped. We are shooting for 1,000 likes on this stream. We're currently at 781, so we need 219 more people to support the stream by hitting that like button. It's free and it really helps push this stream out to more viewers. I guess more importantly, push this channel out to more viewers, because tomorrow's stream is definitely gonna be a little bit more urgent than today's was. Today was just kind of a scouting stream, so to speak. I am on Kamala Road. You dare me to make a hurricane interceptor? Well, that's a very expensive dare. I also don't really know what a hurricane interceptor is. I mean, this could be a hurricane interceptor. This will be intercepting a hurricane tomorrow. See you till it was too late. What's up, Dashland? I am currently surveying and scouting the area that's going to be impacted by a tropical storm / low-end hurricane tomorrow. Currently on the southern portion of the big island of Hawaii, about to head back up the eastern coast. That is what we're up to. What about you? Actually, we should have another NHC update now. I have data for like 2 seconds, so. Oh man, they moved it back south again. They moved it back south. They still think it's going to be a hurricane. But they moved the path just a tiny bit south. Let's see. 5 p.m. update. 63 mile per hour, same pressure. Okay, so it hasn't weakened, but it hasn't strengthened either. There are more showers starting to pop up off the coast, though, so one of those little thunderstorms are going to start to become more frequent, especially as the sun goes down, I think. Even when I get to Hilo, I might leave a camera out for weather-wise, like from the hotel or something. We'll have to see for sure, but I might try to do that. Just in case anything kind of passes close to where I'm gonna end up staying. Speaking of, I should probably book that now. That'd probably be smart. Assuming I still can. If not, then I'm sleeping in the car tonight. So. We're back on 11. I didn't even realize that. I thought we were still waiting for our turn. So now we're heading up the eastern side of the island. So storm's pretty much due east of us right now. just trying to figure out my hotel real quick. I only have limited service out here, so. Set. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience, though. Looks like we are about to punch into something here. Tina, thank you so much for the PayPal. Really appreciate that. And Lisa, PayPal. And Lisa, thank you for the Venmo. Appreciate you both so much. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate that. W's in chat for Tina and Lisa. I apologize, Lisa. Yours came in an hour ago. I think that came in during one of the times I didn't have any service, and so I just never even got around to sending me the notification. Out of my control, but still, I apologize for not thanking you accordingly. I show the speed limit is 40. That's what my phone was saying. Even that, I'm doing about 35 right now. Oh, it's 55. Okay. Well, I think it was 40 back there, but. Brady's incoming. Oh boy. Out on stream, like fell asleep, I hope you mean. What's up, Paxit? Yeah, I decided to travel out for this one. Just, you know, if this storm does make landfall, it's pretty rare, so I wanted to be here to document that if it, you know, did end up happening that way. That will be underwater soon. Raining up on the higher terrain up to our left. Looks like fairly hard too, so. Hey Brady, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for your support. Everybody smash that like button on your way into the stream, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Hasten to wake Brady up to end his stream. Oh my goodness. I gotcha. Well, thank you, Brady, for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you can get some rest, man. I guess it is almost 1 in the morning for him. I guess that is the case. Got 94 likes to our goal of 1,000 for the day, guys. Thank you so much. Well, I was going to try to pop down here. Yeah, I feel like we still can. I mean, the real heavy rain hasn't quite started yet, so I'm not that worried about it yet. We still got time to get to Hilo, no problem. Signs. You're clear. Just want to make sure. A lot of overhanging trees, guys. Hang on. Oh, jeez. that's right. There's a golf course up here too. Right. Yeah, this place also, unfortunately, tomorrow is lined up to get hit pretty hard, so hopefully that's not the case, but oh man, this is like right here. God, I wish I stayed down here. I had the opportunity and I didn't take it. Didn't take it and I should have. Whoa. Some huge waves. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Brady. Appreciate you. Famous Black Sand Beach. Best get to Gila before dark, so I get me in Kona. Yeah, I will. I think we're about an hour out from where I'm staying. Yeah, hour 14. Those the black sands right there? Is that it? Or is it further down? Yeah, no, that'd be part of it at least. Get out and show the waves. Okay. Hang on. Let's see if I can get away with this again. But then I will do what was recommended to me and get out of here. Hours 7 to 8. Okay, so I can still be here. Excuse me.
Yeah, I could see how storm surge would maybe kind of be a problem here, like maybe over there, but Lala's out there somewhere. I can't tell exactly what direction we're facing, but I mean, pretty much due east. So. All right, guys. I'm gonna start heading north. I'm gonna run out of light anyway. Here, let me get a quick actual video of this while I'm here. So eerie being out here, just like there's no one here. I mean, I guess that's kind of a good sign, but like, what do you mean this is a park? This looks abandoned, dude. It doesn't look abandoned. It didn't look abandoned, but nobody here. Before the storm. Okay.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
Time to keep on heading north. See, like, part of me wanted to stay here.
Sorry about that. I shouldn't have driven away until the Starlink was booted up. It's my bad. Reload chat no matter what I do. I don't know what's happening. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to just stay silent and ignore you. I just can't see what you're saying. Sky looks eerie. 4,400 feet. No ocean view. It's going to hit as a hurricane. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that it remains a tropical storm. They've been pretty adamant, though, at least with their forecast track for at least the last 24 hours, that it's going to be a hurricane. I mean, they've been reflecting that with their hurricane watches and the subsequent warnings. But I guess better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. I still feel like it might, but again, we'll just have to see. BBDH, what's up? What did I miss? Mark, I did see that. I did
did see that they updated the wet fields. Chad, I'll mention it just one more time since we're really close. We're only 22 likes away, or 21 likes away from 1,000, which was our stream goal today. So if you have not yet, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like on this stream. And if you're a new viewer, I'd love to have you subscribe, especially so you can come back tomorrow. So I think tomorrow is what everyone's actually waiting to see. We're also only 23 subscribers away from 11,000, actually. I didn't realize we'd get that close, but... heck yeah. I did miss something. Jen W. again with the absolute banger of a PayPal. Oh my gosh. Jen, thank you so much for the PayPal. Everyone get W's rolling in the chat for Jen W. for the $150 PayPal she just sent in. It never ceases to shock me. I don't care if it's happened multiple times already. It's still, I never expect that. So it's like insane that it happens. Oh, and I just reload and we just hit 11,000 subscribers. So there we go. Big milestone hit. Thank you guys very much for the support on the channel. I'm going to do my best to deliver on what a lot of you new subscribers are probably here to see. I'm going to do everything I can. I don't want to put myself in danger, but I'll try to, you know, document as much as possible. Tomorrow's going to be a long day, I have a feeling, so we'll just have to see. But thank you. And we hit 1,000 likes. Man, you guys just hit like every... Okay, this is where... Oh, is that a river? That looked like flash flood territory right there. That might be why they were stopped. But seriously, Jen, thank you so much. That is incredible. Thank you guys for 11,000 subscribers, and thank you guys for 1,000 likes. Back to back to back W's. But again, latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center has this thing just barely missing its opportunity to make landfall. But I mean, not opportunity, but like just barely missing the window to make landfall, passing just south, but that would still put those areas that we were sitting in earlier near South Point within hurricane force winds while the storm passes. So there's another area. See how this goes tomorrow, but areas that are dry right now, but they might not be tomorrow.
that they're the waves. I gotcha. I was just being told to go to those places to check it out. So I guess, I mean, I got video of those two places today. If that's normal, then, you know, that gives me a starting comparison point for tomorrow, I guess. Listen, I got nothing but respect for all that, and I also don't want anything to do with it. I am not trying to anger anybody. I'm just passing through. I mean, no disrespect to the land or the people here. I'm just trying to document weather, that's all. More hours. I believe they had what would be landfall around yes, tomorrow will definitely be different. This is definitely a very classic calm before the storm type deal. We're at 2,000 feet? What? When did we climb? We were just at sea level. Bike, nice. Getting the bike through eastern part of the Big Island. dark quick. You guys were right, though. I should have listened to you. I definitely should have listened to you. Stream has been set up for tomorrow now. So, redirect is set up automatically and everything. I still have to make a lot of changes to the live event and everything. But I'll do that on my own time. So. Would you guys rather me wrap up the stream now, or do you want to just join me on my drive back to Hilo? I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want me to head out, I'll head out. If you want me to stay on, I'll stay on. You guys know I'm not super talkative. I'm getting to the point. I've been awake now for like 18 hours, almost 18 and a half, which, I mean, I know that's like a typical day for some people, but like, you know, this is around the time, even if this was a full normal day, I'd be going to sleep like now. And it looks like I probably won't be going to bed for at least another 3 hours, so. Apologize for my lack of being talkative. Leave it on, your call. Vince's tartar sauce. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. That's kind of you to say. Elevation 3,000 feet, dude. I did not realize we were climbing so high. Please. All right, yep, I'll keep it going. I guess if you're tired of the stream, you know, you don't have to stick around. You could always head out, but I'm sure that's normal, but worth noting, I guess. If you guys are enjoying the stream and you haven't done so already, please be sure to smash that like button. Sorry. See, my brights don't really have that much of an effect, so like I don't even realize when they're on. Also, I'm surprised that with this being as new of a car as it is, that we don't have automatic brights. Normally that's a thing, but great free way to support the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to tune in tomorrow for the actual hurricane impact or potentially tropical storm. I'll just go ahead and say tropical cyclone for the time being, because that kind of encompasses both tropical storms and hurricanes are tropical cyclones. So thank you for the Uncle Alert gift. I appreciate it. What's up, Jamie? Yes, I believe we are close to Volcano. We either just passed it or it's coming up soon. I didn't realize there was precip up here, but I guess I'm glad that I stayed on. At least now we're driving through something. Love to check radar, but I literally can't. It's not a great feeling 30 miles outside of Hilo. Not even 30, well, yeah, no, 31. 30 miles outside of Hilo. No service at all. I've been trying to keep a mental note of where I do and don't have service, but the reality is trying to kind of keep track of all. I guess I could have been actually taking notes. That's the other solution to this very easily solvable problem. Fault zone ahead. Watch for cracks in the road. Watch out for them, but I'm saying no thank you to any cracks in the road. I want the road falling through and okay, now we're rolling into Volcano. Now we are here. So I was going to say, I'm starting to get service back. So we gotta be pulling up somewhere, right? minutes to go. Yeah, 40 minutes. This road goes forever. What's up, Crystal? Sorry, I'm only able to briefly glance at chat. I saw you. Saw your name, though. It's great to see you. Hopefully you're doing well.
A hurricane warning has been issued for this location.
I appreciate you. Sorry, unfamiliar road, trying not to hydroplane. A lot easier to avoid in the daytime. According to radar, if I read that right. I just don't know if the radar can see that far north. Also depends on which radar you're looking at. I'm looking at the eastern one. That's the one I've been looking at anyway. I mean, I'm not looking at it currently, but you get what I'm saying. again, we're headed north on Highway 11, Road 11. I would assume Highway 11. The main highway that loops. Excuse me. That loops all the way around the Big Island. We're headed up towards Hilo right now. It's our stopping point for the night. A little over a half hour out, about 25 miles. As we're pushing north, we're starting to get into partially terrain-influenced precipitation, but it also is the very, I guess, outer bands of, I don't even know if you want to call it outer bands, just the outer influence of Tropical Cyclone Lala. This is the very, very beginning of it. I say very, very. It's the very beginning. I mean, it's been going on now for a few hours, but it will get more intense than this. I can pretty much promise you that. So I'm just trying to get north right now to get to my hotel for the night. So that way we're actually well rested and ready to go for a full day tomorrow, because at this point I've been up for nearly 19 hours, so I'm starting to feel it a little bit, just a tad. But I also have not eaten dinner yet. I still need to check into my hotel, grab a shower, that whole deal. So even though I'd love to just go directly to my hotel and just sleep, I have some things I need to do first, so. Loves to coast really aggressively, but I'm not used to that, so I'm really not trying to get close to that truck. But then I don't want to just ride my brakes the whole time, but then when I don't, I get way too close. So apologies, I'm not trying to be like that. With this fog, it's also just kind of hard to tell if I'm going. I mean, obviously I am. I have to be going down a little bit of a descent, because every time I let go of the brake, I just end up rolling faster. So, hard to tell visually, though, to be honest with you. Thank you guys for 1,100 likes. You guys, I will be more high energy and talkative, at least for the first part of the stream tomorrow. I'm sure if we end up streaming as long as I think we're gonna end up, I'll end up being this quiet again. But those are my viewers that have watched me for months, if not years. This is normal. This is just what happens. fuel set. Thank you, Josie. I appreciate that. Looks like it's weak. Are you talking, Jan? Are you talking about Lala? I haven't actually looked at satellite in a little bit. Seem like it's drifting more due west. If it continues on that path, it won't make landfall. First time I've seen a measurement station data pull dew point but not temperature. Like, we don't have a temperature reading, but we do have a dew point reading. I can tell you it's 70 degrees here. And we got visibility and pressure. Yeah, but we have relative humidity data, so you have the temperature then. Populate. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I apologize. Something's going on. I'm not sure what, but something is. So that's 4 or 5 cops are seen now. I saw flashing lights, but it's this truck up here in front of us. So I scheduled a stream for tomorrow. I have it set for 8 o'clock. I probably will go earlier than that. I just need to double check models and the timing of everything, and I also want to see when sunrise is here, because I mean, that part of me is just like, you know, wait till we have some daylight. As soon as we get daylight, just go. So I may go that route. It just depends on when I actually get to go to bed. I mean, if I decide I want to give myself an extra hour, I may do that too. But on the flip side, I don't want to wait too late and then roads start getting closed, or worst case scenario, washed out, and then, you know, we can't go anywhere to begin with. So in all likelihood, I'll end up going out earlier than 8 o'clock. Could be more like 6 or 6:30, but we'll have to see for sure. But when we do end this stream here in probably 10-15 minutes, hey, it's Brady's favorite company in front of us, Spectrum Internet. Is there more? Or are we good? I think we're good now. Anyway, sorry, we got distracted by the fire trucks passing us. When I do end this stream here in a few minutes and send you guys over to the new scheduled one, I'd say it's especially recommended that you hit the notify me button. Again, if you don't mind being notified relatively early, just depending on where you're tuning in from, because I'd say we could be live as early as 6 o'clock, like Hawaii time, which is 9 o'clock Pacific. So it's not like super early for, you know, the majority of our potential viewers, but I know it's still going to be kind of early. But in the event that stream start time changes, which I almost guarantee you it will, at least a little bit, I just kind of guessed with 8 o'clock. I mean, if I end up being right, I guess it's a lucky guess, but I'm thinking probably But we were able to scout out several areas today. Thank you to any of the locals who were in here giving me guidance, helping direct me around. I apologize if maybe I missed something that you suggested, or I didn't go away that you wanted me to go. I can't be everywhere, but I also I've never been here before. It's my first time to the island, so I appreciate your guys' patience with me and everything. Also with the connection issues, again, that's mainly my fault. I forgot 3 things on this trip, really. Sunglasses, goggles, and most importantly was the power cord to our full internet system. So we're kind of running on half our cylinders right now. We should be running on 4, and we're running on 2. And that's on me. So I apologize for any connection interruptions or my inability to read chat, both today and going into tomorrow. I apologize if that ever becomes an issue. I wish there was something I could do to remedy the situation, but unfortunately there isn't. Not right now, anyway. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss any direct donations or anything like that. It doesn't look like it. There's 2 more, dude. Are they sending the entire freaking police force? What's going on? But huge shout out to our mods first and foremost for their continued dedication and support to both the channels. Honestly, we did a stream on both channels today, and I wouldn't be able to do either one of these without you guys. So thank you very much to the mods. I really appreciate it. Thank you, members, both new and existing. We had several new member signups today, as well as a bunch of gifted memberships. Oh my goodness, 3 more. I probably stopped a bit short, but it's fine. Anyways, donators, thank you very much for allowing me to do this, allowing me to be here to document this storm. I say it time and again, but these streams, these chases, these documentations, they don't happen without the viewers. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. There's a lot of other chasers that I'm sure a lot of you guys follow too, that also wouldn't be able to do what they do without you guys. So thank you everybody who was here, but special shout out to another one. Special shout out to our donators, whether that was via super chat, I don't think we had any super stickers, YouTube gift things, gifted memberships. Direct donations are especially appreciated in situations like this where I have a lot of day-to-day expenses. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Again, I do have a live stream set up for tomorrow. I have it set for 8 a.m. Hawaii time. That could change, probably will, at least a little bit. So when this live stream ends, we're pretty much rating ourselves is what I'm doing. So when this live stream ends, it'll either move you over to the new one automatically, or if it doesn't, it'll pop up kind of like a suggested video would. If y'all wouldn't mind clicking on that. If we get everybody who gets sent over to that new stream, hit the like button. The more likes we start off with, the more push we have in the algorithm, the more potential people that our stream gets pushed out to. And tomorrow is definitely a day where we want as many people able to have access to that stream. So I look forward to spending tomorrow with you guys. I wish it was under better circumstances. My thoughts are with everybody in the path of this storm, including myself. I'm in the path, but that was more so voluntary. I do hope that the Big Island and all the other islands really fare well, and don't end up with the worst case scenario that some of the models have been painting in terms of excessive rainfall. But regardless, we'll be here to document whatever happens as much as we can anyway. So get over there, hit the like button on that new stream, hit the notify me button if you'd like to be notified. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go get some food, get some rest, get recharged for tomorrow, because tomorrow could be quite the long day. Yeah, I'll see you all soon.